Good morning. All right, my name is Jake, and I've been guided to start a YouTube account for weekly videos. And I've been doing this stuff since I was 13, and you'll hear me talk about a bunch of animals that come through, and they'll provide messages for this week. So your job is to just sit back and watch, and whatever intuition that you receive from this and what message comes to you and speaks to you, you can incorporate into your own daily readings that you do for yourself. Because I pull a card every day for myself, and I do a totem for myself every day. And then I also use my daily posting on my Instagram account to just add to more guidance. Because it's all about finding clarity and healing. So, I'll be scribbling a lot, and we'll just start from there. So this is for October 23rd, 2017 to October 29th, 2017. We'll do the beginning of the week, middle of the week, and then the ending of the week. So let me I'll also do a totem and a card. And I'll be asking just a message that you can take from this to provide guidance, but I really suggest the daily ones for yourself is what makes this so much stronger. And I'm in my room right now, which my sun sign's a Cancer, so this is my sanctuary. And then I'll figure out where I want to go next time, or am I just staying here? But I'm not rushing anything. It's all in good fun. Alright, so let's see what the week is going to be. And I'm not rushing this either, so whatever happens, happens. Okay, so let's see. I think this one's good. Let's do this one too. No, let's do this one. Okay, so the beginning of the week. This is the turkey! And prosperity, health, and distraction. So let's see what that means. So the turkey is giving to me prosperity. And prosperity, what I think, is by you living your truth and being able to find how you can provide security for yourself and be able to also go for your wants. So the turkey is asking me to ask you, why haven't you started your new plan yet? You know it's going to lead to a better life for yourself. Because last week was all about finding the balance and trying to examine how we react to our environment. But the beginning of the week, you're going to be finding yourself in situations where you're going to be like, I am tired of not having what I want. I'm tired of not having my needs met. I'm tired of having to struggle. I'm tired of not also being able to do what you want to do. So the turkey asks for everyone to just begin. Like, they're a huge, beautiful bird. It's a big part of Thanksgiving. But I'm not really a Thanksgiving guy. But this is the time where we're going to have to put the action into that. So we need to just forgive and forget. That's another thing that's coming up. So the turkey is also saying to push everything aside, all that guilt and shame that you've had, and allow the growth to come in. Because once you get rid of all that shit, you acknowledge the shame, the guilt, it'll be able to invite new experiences to come forth. And I keep saying, like, Thanksgiving is coming up too. But when you think about Thanksgiving, it's just making sure that everybody's happy. Because nobody wants to see their loved ones struggle. So let's try to find how we can stop struggling by doing those small steps. So what we've learned all those blocks and the barricades of last week. Now it's time to actually start it. And the turkey is going to be here to help us. So let's look at that card too. And the card will just contribute to the message of the animal. The Two of Pentacles. So we're just going to be juggling. Now, you weigh your options, and we're going to be completely turned away from that downside. I just keep feeling that we're going to be just had enough. And we know that in order to continue to move towards getting all of our needs and wants met, we just have to eliminate all that past shame, get rid of It's an interesting message. Okay, so I'm looking at like a skyscraper, and that takes a lot of work to make. So if you want to have your life with everything beautiful, going where you want to go, doing the things you want to do, living comfortably, it's going to take some work. So the turkey is going to help us find what to just get rid of so that we can just have that foundation laid. So just make your small adjustments, and we'll go there. So, cool. Okay. Let's do the middle of the week. The spider. I'm thinking like a tarantula. Burrow. Acknowledgement. Strife. And abandonment. So let's see what that means. So the tarantula is telling me that we're going to have to block out everything. Become a recluse in the middle of the week. And by us becoming a recluse, we're going to be able to find the networking. We need to connect to people. We need to find who can help us. So that's, I think that another thing too of last week, it was the barricade, is that we don't have the help that we need. So who is going to help us? Who is the professional that you need to ask? Who can you get advice from? To start new projects, I think in order to make that skyscraper that we're talking about, we need to pull ideas from everybody. We need to just be able to attract people who are knowledgeable and to find ways to study. And we have to acknowledge that we don't know everything. I wish we did, but we don't. So we've put away the shame and the guilt from the beginning of the week, and we're going to allow ourselves to be like, okay, I don't know it all. Who can I go to get help? And that'll start to just get away all the negative backlash I feel like we've been feeling. Because the tarantula, I think, is a really beautiful animal. A lot of people are scared of it. So I think that's another thing that comes up is fear of going for the help that we need. Fear of finding who we can connect with. And it's also an uncertainty. So do your research. Go online. Try to find Google search. Do your research is going to be a big thing in the middle of the week. And I'm seeing the tarantula hunting and jumping out of that burrow and getting the poor little birdie. But that's okay because it's about going for that mental clarity, and it's the first step, and we need to make that first step of doing the research and going for the help that we need. And the abandonment part, I feel like, is just a lot of maybe the healing that we need for the middle of the week is to go over and review why we feel that abandonment. Who did we feel the abandonment from? And that will help remove the blocks that won't allow us to make that first step, to go for the research, to find the help we need. And the card. Oh, the Eight of Swords. Yeah. So we really need to just get rid of all of that fear of that suffocation is the big thing. They get closed off. That's a huge feeling I'm getting right now. And the ties, we're just being chained down. But we can find it. We just got to get the help that we need. And we got to do the research that we need. And I'm also getting like a robin. And I'm looking more or less at like the robin's eggs. So springtime is going to be coming up. So I feel like in the middle of the week, all this research that we're going to begin to do, we're going to find that throughout the whole of the rest of fall and winter is we're going to be doing a lot of the work and going for that help that we need. So that by spring, we will be ready to live a new life based upon that work that we do. We really just need to get some advice. We need some help. And we can get the help. There's so many people out there. There's so many websites, books, movies even, documentaries, professionals that can help us. And even like your loved ones and the elderly people. They've lived a beautiful experience on this planet and they just want to be able to teach. So if you're watching this video and feel like you can help others too, start that. See how you can begin to help others. And then the end of the week is the cheetah, which happens to be my animal of the day. And the cheetah is all systems go. Avoidance and I'm getting like their fur coat, so let's see what that means. So the risks that we need to take, it's time to take them. So in the beginning of the week, we're going to have just trying to recognize how we can be prosperous and have all our needs and wants met. We're going to do the research in the middle of the week, and by the end of the week, we're going to be like, okay, we've started doing everything we need to do, and now it's time. So any new project you've been thinking about beginning, it's time to begin because you've done the research on what to do in the first step. Let's make our first steps at the end of next week. The avoidance, I'm seeing instead of going through the boulder like a rhinoceros for breaking down the barricade, it's time to just go around it because you can't help everybody. You can't change every situation. And you're allowed to just go another path. Turn your head. Try not to fight it because too much energy is pushed into demanding that others will respect you, demanding that actions will bring you bounty. I feel like that's a big thing is like rewards. We want the rewards of our labor, but we can't control how that happens. We need to just get rid of that idea that we have to break on through. Just go another route. There's another route. So I think that maybe also the middle of the week is where we're going to be thinking, oh, I've been thinking this one route, this one direction, but there's another path to take. So open your mind to taking another path, and I think that that's what will happen. So yeah, that's a big thing. I think we're going to have a lot of aha clarity when it comes to recognizing that there's some other route to take, and let's take it. Let's take it. And the cheetah says go for it. Go. And the fur coat, I think that it's time to dress in it. So I guess the costumes and Halloween parties are coming up too. I think you're going to just be wearing yourself differently. You're going to be, this new energy of this new pathway that we're going to be having is just going to make us want to show everybody who we are in the way that we dress, in the way that we appear to everybody. And there's nothing wrong with that. Dress the way you want to dress and enjoy the moment that you have. And let's see the card. Excuse me. The Page of Cups. So now I'm getting 3 things for this. There's a lot of meanings to the cards and the animals, but it's all about what you get from it. And I'm getting with this is just like assuming the identity that you've always had. You're using the guidance that you've received, and you're assuming a new role that will allow you to find how to get your needs met. New identity. I think that the Cheetah is going to make you go towards finding how to be this new person you've always wanted to be. You can either be drastically different or a new enhanced version of yourself. So you're going to be, just keep getting that image of dressing yourself differently. Could mean literally, or it could also mean just the way that you think about yourself. Because you're going to finally have the confidence and be like, I know that I can be prosperous, I can be healthy, I can have wellness, I can have the career that I want, the life that I want to live, be in the environment around the people that I want to, do the activities you enjoy. We're going to be finding the help, and we're going to be taking the risk, and it's going to let us assume a new role, a new identity. And the abandonment, we got to turn our cheeks away. We just got to avoid it. And to just be that nurturing, creative self that we are. Creativity could be in any field. It doesn't have to just be with art or with... Because like numbers, I think that's a big thing too. We got to do some calculations, I feel like, at the end of the week. Because we know that we're going to take the risk, but we just got to do the planning. And we're going to be fine. We're going to use our intuition, because the Page of Cups also means to assuming our new psychic awareness. And let's just see if there's anything else with this card in the Cheetah for the end of the week. Avoiding traps. And I feel like they're buried traps. So it's going to be we had to fight our innate need to deny ourselves the happiness that we want. Because, our major barricade is the doubt that we place in ourselves. And this week we're going to be learning that we can overcome that completely. Because we are a different person. We change every week. We learn, and we have to use that knowledge in every aspect of our lives. Cool. So check out my Instagram, CGH Readings, Clarity, Guidance, Healing. And just going with this. The momentum will build. I'll see where I want to go. But take whatever you can from this message and incorporate it into your own daily and weekly readings. And I'll be back next Sunday. Thank you.